Hello, I'm John,
And I'm Nancy.
and we are J&N Travels. Welcome to another episode of our afternoon chat, which we try and do every Wednesday. Hey, you want to slide over a little bit more?
Slide over.
We're in the cave today. Hope there's no echo. So we try and do this every Wednesday at 2 o'clock, and then every other Sunday, me and Nancy join you for a live at 4 o'clock. This Sunday, since Nancy is working, I'm trying a new live out, which is called J&N Travels Sports Edition, which I have a co-host, and we'll be talking a couple of sports items for about an hour. If you're into sports at all, check us out and come on over and see if you like it or not. I'd love to hear your input.
Yeah.
It's something new we're trying. So we got a nice day out there today, Nancy.
It is very nice.
Which is supposed to be about 45.
Yeah. Sunny.
And for once, I don't have to go into work tonight. Yay. So I'm thrilled with that. I'm going to have a little pleasurable drink opposed to morning tea.
Right.
So anything new with you this week?
Nope.
No? Nothing going on?
Same old, same old.
Same old, same old. Okay. So just looking at the house here, we had Daniel Fields, who was the first to poke in. Thank you for joining us, Daniel.
Hi, Daniel.
And then we had Mel from Minotaur.
Mel from Minotaur, all right.
Yeah, over in Utah.
Utah.
So
what's the weather out in Utah?
So we got the two. She's some interesting videos too. Mm-hmm. I don't think of Utah. You think of it for skiing. So they have high altitude. Right. So I think it was being warmer.
Right.
So we get two West Coasters there. Maxwell Smart. I think he's from the East Coast.
Hello, Chief.
Oh, welcome in, Blaine. Another East Coaster. And Najuma Brown. I'm not sure where you're from, Najuma. Are you? What state are you from? I don't think we've ever discussed that. Blaine likes Utah too.
Does he?
Never been there.
No, me neither. I've been to Nevada. And California. That's it.
So you did touch on those at least.
Mm-hmm.
Well, our usual agenda for Wednesdays is we spend a little time at the beginning giving current news things that you may not have heard of in the last 24, 48 hours. If we see any travel deals, we throw them out, and then we have something a little fun, more fun. So I'll do the news, and then Nancy's got a list of unusual restaurants that look like a lot of fun to visit.
Oh my gosh, yeah, they do. They look like a lot of fun.
She's from New York.
Oh, really? Okay.
Okay, so another East Coaster, yeah.
Cruised out of New York. It was a lot of fun going to Manhattan to cruise out of New York.
Yeah, Najuma, have you sailed out of the New York harbors at all? We went down there because we wanted the experience of going out and seeing the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, I've never seen the statue, so I've seen it twice now, which was, first time was really clear. The second time wasn't as clear, but still it was visible.
Yeah. Right. I mean, if we hadn't had experience the first couple times, we were bummed.
A little bit disappointed, yeah, but I'm glad we saw it the first time. It was very visible.
Right. Welcome in, TJ, from Sailing Away with T&K.
They got a trip planned,
And Sherry, yeah. He's got a nice series of videos coming up.
Oh, good. I'll have to check it out.
The process of Disney World and Universal.
Okay.
It's going to be fun to watch that. Yeah. And welcome in, Sherry.
Hi, Sherry. I think one of the restaurants touches on Missouri, and that's where Sherry's from. So you might get a kick out of that. She might know about that restaurant. Okay,
so Daniel's asking Najuma Brown if she's in that breakaway group out of New York, New York City.
Yeah.
That was the one we were looking at, remember?
Yeah,
I think that's the one that they're taking a cruise out of. They're taking two separate cruises that are hours apart. So they got to get off one cruise and then drive up to New York to take the second cruise. Okay, she's supposed to sell in New York. So I don't think she's sold out in New York yet.
Actually, the background that we have shown is the Cave, the restaurant in Missouri.
Yeah, you'll get to that one.
Yeah, we'll get to that eventually, but that is our background today.
All right, so let me get into that.
Sherry has heard of the Cave.
Yeah,
well, maybe she's been there.
See if that's near her. There are a couple, I think, from Missouri. Okay, so getting into the news items. First one we'll start with is anyone who's interested in traveling to Israel. Israel tourism begins. Oh, I found my little picture here.
I'm interested in traveling to Israel.
Where are we here? Okay, I forgot to bring my little There we are. Okay. So current travel and news stories. First one is Israel. With around 4.3 million people having received at least one shot of vaccine, Israel is currently preparing to reopen its economy. As locals return to cultural events, mall shopping, museums, and gyms, the domestic tourism sector is slowly returning. Rural accommodation is now joined by hotels and opening under restrictions. They do it in an interesting way. The plan is based on a badge scheme. Entry to the hotels, cultural and sports events, gyms, studios, swimming pools, and place of worship is allowed only if you have a green badge.
Oh,
And there's a whole process here, but I'm not going to go through it because I'm not sure people want to know how you get your green badge,
yeah, I
your
was just
purple badge.
wondering that myself.
It depends on certain things, shots you had or whatever.
Right.
The hotels in the Dead Sea Resort area are designated as Green Island Area. This designation allows hotels to fully reopen with all facilities for green badge holders. The purple badge limits participation, requires social distancing and mask wearing, which is mandatory in Israel. Malls, shopping centers, markets, street stores, museums, libraries, zoos, outdoor tourist attractions, safaris are now open according to a version of the purple badge. The Mount Hermon ski site on the Golan Heights is now open for all visitors with advanced registration. For some reason I don't think of Israel as having ski slopes.
I know.
The next phase of the exit plan will begin on March 7th, so long as infection rates continue to decline and more people get vaccinated. Hotels around the country will be able to offer full services and indoor attractions, events, event halls, and conferences will open for green badge holders. The country is pleased with the easing of the lockdown restrictions, which will be considered the first step in opening the country once more for international travel.
Right.
So they're heading in the right direction, right?
Yeah,
And
it's good for them.
And it does sound like we have, our rates are going down, so that's a good thing. And the vaccines are going up. And supposedly, as weird as this is, I know in Massachusetts where I have to get my shot, they're all disorganized right now, who they're giving it to and who they're prioritizing.
Yeah, so far. So you're the only one left in our group of family members.
Well, no, my mother and this still, the only ones that have gotten it are you and our son, right?
Yes, but I'm an immediate family.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. This is close to home right here.
Oh, that's pretty.
That is the Kangamangas Highway.
Oh, I love the Kangamangas.
Which is something we've been on many times in our life. It's a beautiful part of New Hampshire.
Right.
And anyone that's going to the East Coast, especially in the fall, we're putting out there to recommend it to you.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Your guide to the Kangamangas Highway road trip. Now, this was a whole full multi-page thing, but I just cut some out here to kind of show it off scenery. A little bit. Yeah.
Very beautiful.
Thanks for its beauty and variety of local attractions, the 34.5-mile-long Kangamangas Highway is designated as an American Scenic Byway. The drive, which is part of Route 112, cuts through New Hampshire's White Mountain National Forest. Kangamangas Pass is the highway's highest point. It's about 83 miles west of Portland, Maine, 93 miles east of Mount Pelion, Vermont, and 143 miles north of Boston. That gives you guys an idea where it is. Let's see. Under good conditions, it takes under an hour to drive the Kangamangas Highway straight through. But if you like to stop and see some of the sights and admire the views, plan for at least 3 hours, which we did. And we stopped at every oversight. Well,
yeah, and we stopped because we saw a moose on the side of the road, too. Remember?
I thought that was on the Kangamangas Highway.
Yeah, it was on the Kangamangas. Remember, my mom was yelling at me to get back in the car because she thought it was going to chase me?
That was so funny.
She's yelling at me to get back in the car. She thought the moose was going to chase me.
We saw all the cars parked. We thought something had happened, an accident. We get out of the car and we see there's a moose standing knee-deep in water, and everyone's over there trying to take pictures of it.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was funny.
That was.
Leaf peeping and admiring the fall foliage are amongst the most popular activities of New Hampshire scenic drives, especially along the Kangamangas Scenic Byway. The entire region has some of the prettiest fall colors in the country. There are many stops at covered bridges, waterfalls, places to hike, and historic locations.
Yeah.
We did that. We got out and did the hikes into the woods to see the waterfall.
Yeah, it was awesome. It's been so long since we've done the Kangamangas Highway. It has been many years, but certainly a must-see, I think, if you're visiting New Hampshire.
Okay, peeking in the chat again, we get Traveling with Eric B. Hey, Andy, one of the hands last night I wanted to share. Eric, are you still in
Cancun, right?
Yeah, Cancun.
Yeah, I'd love to go to Cancun.
Last two times we talked to Eric, he was in a hot tub. And then the last time he was on an excursion.
Oh, did he?
He put out a short, I think it was, or
video. I've been working nights, so I didn't get to see it.
Well, remember when we did our Mayan one, right? We did a bus trip, and it was very nice, but it was just the temple or pyramid, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, but
there was another one that he did, and I remember someone else we watched a video on where they see the Mayan stuff, but there's also like an underground water hole.
Oh, really? That's so cool. That's really neat. So that's the tour that he did. Okay.
He did that one, yeah.
All right, I'll catch it. Now that I'm awake today and I have the day off, I'll catch it.
Meant to be RVing. Thank you for joining us.
Meant to be RVing.
Let's see. Okay, this is from my mod. We got, I think we got Blaine, and we got Danny, and we got Sherry.
Yeah.
I think of the 3 mods in the house today. Thank you very much for keeping an eye on our chat. We always appreciate that. And just Sherry, my emoji queen here. Welcome. Travel lovers, please like, share, smash the red button to follow the channel, and tap the bell. Thank you.
Thank you.
J&M, J&M Explorations.
J&M Explorations.
That's funny.
J&M.
Welcome in.
You could say it quickly. It sounds like Jim.
Or J&M, right? Okay. So next news item is.
Ooh, I want to be on that.
This is recent news that is totally expected. I don't think this is going to surprise any of you out there. Carnival Cruise Line just removed all of its May 2021 sailings. Carnival Cruise Line suddenly removed all May 2021 sailings from its website. Many guests have already started noticing that they were unable to book any cruises for May. At the moment, the only cruises showing are from June 2021 forward. The last time Carnival removed all of its sailings in April, the cruise line announced a further suspension of operations less than a day later. So everyone's expecting that it may have even happened. I'll have to check when we get off the air here, but it's expecting another announcement from Carnival canceling all the cruises in May. So as soon as that first cruise line does it, the rest are going to follow suit. So, something we all are expecting. Okay. This is, I guess, exciting for people who are into roller coasters. And also, I guess, amusement park. We could go to this. Now, Great Escape. What's that, the one in New Jersey? Six Flags?
No, that was in St. George.
The Six Flags Great Adventure?
Six Flags Great Adventure was in New Jersey, but the Great Escape amusement park was in Lake George.
No, I mean the Great Adventure is what I'm trying to say. Wasn't that the one that years ago we went on a safari? Remember?
Yes, that was amazing. Yes, that was Six Flags. Yes. I thought the way you said it, you said Great Escape, and the Great Escape is the Lake George region.
Right, it's an amusement park.
Yeah.
Okay, Six Flags Great Adventure is opening on 3/27, on my birthday. Six Flags Great Adventure will officially open for the 2021 season on March 27th. This is exciting news for guests hoping to visit this year. That's good because people were wondering if they were going to have problems opening up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so it looks like they actually have a date and they're set to go.
Do they still have the safari?
Yeah, but it's done totally different now. Remember we went in, you drove through your car and all that?
We should post that video. That was a great video. All the animals coming right up to the car and the monkeys jumping on your van, jumping on our van. It was pretty cool. And our daughter is feeding the giraffe.
Well, she's feeding several animals. Remember the different...
Well, the giraffe came right to the window.
Right. Yeah, there's several of them.
And she's feeding it animal crackers. We should post that video. It is
on there. It's been up there forever, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's under home movies. If anyone wants to see our Six Flags video.
Yeah.
But the thing is now they have like a, like the safari vans.
Oh, they
Disney
have
World, those big.
Yeah, so you can't use
like
your own car.
Right.
Okay. So you don't have, the animals don't come right up to the...
I'm not sure how close I imagine they still come up to the...
Well, we had our windows down. We could have reached out and pat them if we wanted to.
Well, like you said, you can see in the video hand.
Yeah, Amber's handing them.
Ironically, handing them animal crackers.
I know, she's feeding the giraffe animal crackers.
So with the opening date now confirmed, all eyes are on the Jersey Devil Coaster, which is the world's tallest, fastest, and longest single rail coaster. Six Flags Great Adventure has confirmed that the much-anticipated coaster will debut in 2021, and work on its construction has been progressing well.
Oh, good.
The Jersey coaster reaches speeds of 58 miles per hour. It's pretty fast, as riders sit with their legs straddling either side of the monorail track. So That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
This is a picture of it here. So it's nice to see the local ones open up. So maybe Canopy Lake will open up this year.
I love Canopy Lake. We haven't been there in years either, but yeah, Canopy Lake is fun.
Okay, Disney. Blaine was saying that Disney. Let's see. Okay, people are very updated me. Look at that. Even in the chat, we get updated real time here. Okay, so nice. Daniel Fields first said
what?
Travels they did cancel today. Okay, so that was a suspected news.
Yeah.
So all May ones are canceled.
Yeah.
So I think the only one, correct if I'm wrong, chat, but I think the only one is Royal Caribbean who hasn't canceled May.
Wow.
Because Blaine says right below, Disney has removed all May cruises as well.
Disney has done it.
So I think the only one left is RCL. Let's see, J&M we are season ticket holders for Six Flags New England.
Oh,
Let's
really?
hope they open this year. They did open last year. So you must be, you're up here in New England with us. And what state are you from, J&M?
I thought they were from New York.
No, that was Majuma.
Oh, Majuma. I'm getting confused. Yeah, where are you from, J&M?
Let's see. Been years since we have been to Canby Lake Park. Have you guys ever been to Whalen Park?
Yeah, once.
I went to college at Fitchburg State, and even as going to school there, we would go over the Whalen. Now we go down in the Fitchburg area a lot, and it's kind of sad for me when we drive by those condominiums, J&M, that used to be Whalen Park.
We took the kids once.
They're in Connecticut.
Oh, Connecticut. Okay.
Did take the kids?
We took the kids once. Yes, I remember going once, and we thought it was kind of dirty, and it was close by.
Well, that was when it was closing down.
Yeah, it was closing down, right?
They weren't repairing stuff.
It was kind of dirty, but it was a day out, and it was okay.
Well, we use the excuse to take one of our kids to go to Canopy Lake, but we kind of enjoyed it. They have last few years they've had entertainment at Canopy Lake, which is, what do you call it when they're doing a cover band? They do a different group.
They had impersonators too. They had Elvis Presley impersonator who was very, very good. They had Justin Bieber. They had Katy Perry. I loved Katy Perry. I thought that was really good.
Yeah, we felt the entertainment was worth the price of admission.
We did. It was very good. Our daughter and her friend really loved the Elvis entertainment.
Right.
But the only one I didn't really care for was Justin Bieber, but I don't know much of his music. The Katy Perry and Elvis was awesome.
But we found if we did a few rides and then the entertainment, it was a nice day out because it isn't overly expensive.
It's a beautiful park too. It's pretty there. And
it is.
It's very clean. Yeah.
But yeah, Six Flags. The only thing I like Six Flags a lot. And the one that they're talking about in New England is nice.
The Agawam one. That's an Agawam.
Right. Yeah, is it Agawam? Yeah, okay. It's Western Mass. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It used to be. What was the one that used to be? Was Riverside?
It was called Riverside. Exactly.
Yeah. So, and it's nice. The entertainment's great. The thing I don't like about it is the lines are huge.
Yeah,
and the queues are lousy.
Yes, our son went a couple of years ago, and he didn't get to do too many rides. He was a little disappointed, but I think he went mostly to do that Superman ride, which I think he had a long wait for.
Yep. Kathy Mills popped in. Thank
Kathy.
you guys for joining us. Hi guys. Bummer about May. I guess that affects the sharing the Sea Group cruise on the Mardi Gras on May 29th.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, on May 15th, the Mardi Gras cruise to Kansas. So I know how they feel. Yeah, it's funny. We have people, several people who have a Mardi Gras in the fall, and we've been joking lately that this is probably going to end up being the inaugural because Mardi Gras hasn't sailed yet. It was supposed to sail, I think it was April originally. I don't know if it was February or April, and it keeps being pushed.
This is also disappointing as we're so looking forward to cruising again.
Yep. Okay, so that's a good Six Flags synopsis. Next news item. This is kind of good, I guess. Digital airline pass will be ready within weeks.
Digital.
The International Air Transport Association says it will have its digital virus travel pass ready within weeks. A breakthrough it believes will lead to reestablishing international air travel more quickly. The digital pass will be an app that can be downloaded on a smartphone, according to the British Broadcasting Corporation, and will verify that the passenger has had either a negative virus test or been vaccinated against the virus. It also verifies they were
Yeah.
Which I'd still be afraid to get on for a while.
Yeah.
Okay. And our next news item, and this was kind of sad here.
Oh.
But you kind of saw this coming with the fact that Canada has canceled everything in their ports for another year.
Yeah.
U.S. extends land border closure with Canada and Mexico again. The United States government announced land borders with Mexico and Canada would remain closed to non-essential travel until at least March 21st. The 30-day extension was the first under President Biden, who is working with the administration on potentially tightening requirements for crossing at U.S. land borders in the U.S. You wonder how much more he's going to do for this day. This is what the scariest thing with the cruising industry is he's tightening the belt on this kind of stuff. So what makes any of us think that he's going to loosen it up enough to even do these test cruisings, you know?
Yeah.
Canadian Public Safety Minister Bill Blair also confirmed the extension of restrictions. In January, officials in the U.S. started requiring that all international air travelers landing in the U.S. In Americas would need to provide a negative test result within 3 days of arrival. President Biden is also working with government officials in Canada and Mexico regarding public health protocols for land ports of entry. The Biden administration has also conducted a similar review of sea travel and ports. So I think that's news that's going to be breaking sooner than later on their stance on that. Because now with Biden in office, the CDC is probably going to have free rule. Okay. Welcome in, Roy and Becky. Thank you for joining us.
Becky.
I almost missed our friend from Scotland.
Oh, Scotland.
Welcome in, Graham.
Hi, Graham.
Thank you for joining us. Make sure I didn't miss anyone else up there. No.
You should have joined Griswold's trivia the other day. It was all about Scotland.
Oh, yeah.
We learned a lot about Scotland.
I meant to point that out to you, Graham.
Really cool.
I don't think I seen you chat. We got first place.
We got first place too.
And we're going to remember that forever, Danny. First place in his trivia game on Scottish trivia. So it must have been Graham's influence.
I think so. That must have been.
Let's see. Pull Meets World. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, and if you guys can remember to hit the thumbs up, we always appreciate that.
I forgot we got first place. I knew we did well. I knew we were doing well, but
we get first in that, we get third in something else, and then we just petered out. Fantastic Travels. Thank you for coming in.
Fantastic Travels.
Fantastic. Is that what you said?
Fantastic. That's clever. I like that. I thought you said fantastic. Fantastic Travels. That's cute. Very clever.
Okay. Next news item. Let's see. Have we had a happy one yet? Nah, I guess Six Flags is the only happy one, right?
Well,
this is kind of cool to me. You could care less probably on this, but
what is it?
So where's my little? Okay. So, and I didn't even know this had happened, so I'm wondering when this happened, but newly acquired sci-fi characters that might have a future at the Disney park. So Disney has acquired Fox Century.
20th Century.
And part of that is, so acquired Fox. Disney's library has grown. Is no longer limited to family-friendly material. The House of the Mouse has inherited several new properties, including classics like The Planet of the Apes, The X-Files.
Movie. I did like that.
Independence Day, Alien, and Predator. But they're probably The Planet of the Apes the only one there. You did like that.
Yeah, I really did like that. Yes, I did.
Disney is no stranger to science fiction, but do any of the characters from these franchises have a future at the parks? And if so, how might Disney handle those with a more adult themes? Every one of those is adult themed. Mm-hmm. I mean, they have ones that are higher up there, geared to adults. So I don't think they're going to have a problem getting away with it. I think it might bring more people to the Disney Plus too.
That's probably true.
Because not everyone just wants to watch the family-friendly stuff.
Right.
And I heard that after acquiring this, they're going to put. Remember, the Planet of the Apes came out as a trilogy, right? They do it 3 of them.
Yes. Yeah.
I heard they're going to follow it up with another trilogy.
Oh, I got to catch that.
So that would be it's not even. It's not even the development, but since they acquired the company.
I would like to. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Hello's going on. Graham's saying that was probably 3:00 in the morning for me over here. Yeah.
Oh, that's why he couldn't.
Well, it's a good thing because if you were in there, you probably would have beaten us. So.
Yeah, he would definitely would have.
Welcome in Monarch Moments.
Hi, Monarch Moments.
And welcome in Tyler from the Tyler Show.
Tyler from the Tyler Show.
Let's see. Okay. Okay. Next news item. We went through these pretty quick. Number 8. Disney World will celebrate its 50th anniversary with the most magical celebration this fall. Now, there's tons of stuff here. I could be reading this all day.
Yeah,
this is just kind of a intro, I guess.
They're not going to paint the castle pink again, are they?
No. Actually, you can tell that story in a minute after I read this. Walt Disney World is celebrating its 50th anniversary later this year, and the party will last 18 months. The world's most magical celebration. Now, this is good because we were thinking of going down in the fall. Yes. I didn't realize it started on October 1st. So
good timing.
If we go down, we'll be able to see all this stuff. Yeah, the world's most magical, it will last for 18 months. Yeah. The world's magical celebration will kick off October 1st, 2021, 50 years after Disney World's opening day on October 1st, 1971. Wow. Disney just announced plans for this milestone anniversary, describing some of the touches guests can expect during the celebration. Cinderella Castle at the Magic Kingdom will get a festive look with gold bunting and a new crest. And at night, all four park icons will transform into beacons of magic. There will be pixie dust on Cinderella's castle, fireflies on the Animal Kingdom's Tree of Life, new touches on Hollywood Studios' Hollywood Tower Hotel, and new lighting on the Epcot Spaceship Earth.
Oh, that sounds pretty.
If you're going down, and I know Danny's going down, I think in June, and TJ's going down they're both going down, I think, before October.
Before the
not
celebration.
Yeah, because I think they both have to go during the school break. Mm-hmm. So they won't, but a lot of this stuff will probably be dry run anyways. Mm-hmm. But if you're interested in seeing what the items are and which of these great attractions, like the, what's the mouse there over there in Epcot, I can't think of his name now. This is an R. Ratatouille.
Oh, Ratatouille.
That ride's supposed to open soon. So if you're interested in what's opening up, there's a lot of articles out there. But that should be great.
That should be great.
I'm looking forward to seeing that.
We went down on the 25th anniversary, and they had painted the castle hot pink and put lifesavers and candies.
Was it all these inflatable candies?
Yeah, it was hot pink. Really, and
it's going down in March.
And that's when we told our daughter they painted it for her birthday because it was her birthday.
I liked it because it was different.
I liked it too.
It was gaudy.
It was. It was hot pink.
And most people don't like it.
Yeah, so I don't think they'd ever do that again. So
I remember they break down.
It was
I can't remember how many cans of paint they would take to paint this thing.
But we have some great pictures of that.
Yeah. Next week, if you pull one of those out, we could throw it up on one of these.
Yeah, we'd have to display that because that was pretty incredible seeing that castle pink. And a lot of people didn't like it.
And now we go with the last two here. And there's a lot of you people out there face this. This was nasty. Major storm pummels swaths of the country with ice, snow, and bitter cold. A major winter storm plowed across the country on Monday, delivering heavy snow, ice, and temperatures so low they broke records in some places. More than 140 million Americans in states stretching from Texas to Maine were in the path of the historic storm. Power outages, particularly in Texas, where 2 million were without power, left people shivering in the dark. Yet people were actually burning their furniture to stay warm. That was unbelievable. Slick, icy roads and record snowfall in some states led to pileups. The storm was expected to travel up the northeast through Tuesday, bringing heavy snow, ice, and freezing temperatures. Listen to some of these things. 6 inches to a foot of snow was forecast to stretch from mid-Mississippi to the Ohio valleys, across the lower Great Lakes, and into northern New England. As of Monday afternoon, there were reports of ice pellets falling in Nashville, sleet and freezing rain in Alabama,
Jeez.
and a possible snow-nado.
Snow-nado?
In Texas.
Oh,
the city
wow.
of Memphis reported 15 straight hours of snowfall.
15, wow.
By Monday afternoon, totaled more than 6 inches as snow continued to fall. Snow fell in eastern Texas, Arkansas, parts of Illinois, Kentucky, Indiana, and Ohio on Monday morning, with wind chills reaching minus 16 degrees Fahrenheit in Dallas, minus 26 in Kansas City.
Minus 26.
And we've heard stories from people. I mean, our friend down, Casey down in Texas, they lost power.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people were losing power. And I guess the electric company was really ripping people off.
Mm-hmm.
One guy got charged $16,000 for an electric bill because they're not restricted over there, I guess. And there's only one company. It's kind of a weird thing.
Wow.
But yeah.
I read in the news that 58 people died in Texas. I don't know if it was.
That was the overall?
Well, that's what I read in the news. Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. So Blaine says, we almost got in the car Monday and went to Disney, but this week is a busy week. I am headed to our office building soon that we sold and will be there for a while. So timing didn't work.
Oh, that's too bad.
He's doesn't have the longest ride, which is nice.
Yeah.
He could almost do a long weekend down there, which is cool.
That's nice. That's really nice.
Danny wants his wife to let him paint the house pink. Have you asked her, Danny? She might let you do it.
And put up some inflatable lifesavers. Oh, God.
What was your final count, Danny, of snow in Oklahoma? Friends from down under.
Oh, the down under people. All right.
Good day, John and Nancy. 6:31, and coffee will be up in a minute. See, for us, it's 2:30 in the afternoon, Sean, so we're drinking wine. This is one of the very few Wednesdays that I don't have to go into work, and so I'm enjoying it.
So it's a.m., 6:31 a.m. and
yeah, it's funny with Sean. Anyone that doesn't.
But it's tomorrow, 6:30.
Right.
Tomorrow, so it's Thursday. Okay, that's why I was getting confused.
That's why we always use Sean to find out what the stock market is, what sports teams win, and stuff, and so many things like that.
That's right. He's a day ahead of us.
He has a. It's always funny because it pops up when I'm at work.
Yeah.
Like I was working midnight last night.
Yeah.
I get my thing. He's on live at. Let's see, what was it? I always get this confused if it's 5 or 4:30, but it's something like 5 a.m. in the morning, our time.
Our time. Okay.
So I'm chatting with him, and then I think I got to get the times right. So I come home, get 3 or 4 hours of sleep, and get up and do this, and then. So it's pretty funny.
It is cool.
Kathy says, so sorry for Texas. I'm in Charlotte, and we don't handle bad weather very good either, but haven't had it that bad in such a long, long time. Yeah, I'm trying to think of a place I've heard that didn't get hit by that storm.
That was nasty. That was so nasty.
Let's see. People talking. Danny said they had about a foot. Okay. Because they were predicting anywhere from 1 to 3 feet out there in Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
See, a lot of the states they don't get snow, so they're not prepared.
I know. When I hear 6 inches, I mean, it just seems so minimal to us, but, out there, that's significant.
Well, I mean, I was hearing and I can't remember who it was, but they were telling stories how there was, I think they had one plow truck and one sander.
Wow.
For the whole state or area. Maybe it must not have been a state.
No, it can't be the whole state.
But it was because you just don't get snow.
Yeah.
Let's see. Daniel says, he's saying, hello, it's 11:33 in California. Do my lunches at 11:30. Yeah, depending, I guess, where you are in California. It depended on what you got for weather too, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Danny says, I was going to wake up and watch your live, but it wouldn't have been 3 a.m. my time. If it was 4 o'clock, I would have been there. Well, it's a thought that counts, Danny. I'm sure Sean appreciates that. Kathy had days and days of cold rain. Almost time to build a small ark. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. It's depressing.
I know.
Rain.
Look at some. Yeah, that's the thing too. What do you want? I'd rather snow than ice.
Me too.
Obviously, and then you'd probably rather the rain than the snow.
It was really pretty when it was coming down. I mean, it looked like a winter wonderland. It was very pretty.
Okay, let's see. Hello, and then Daniel says 0 snow in Southern California, maybe in the mountains, but it's normal.
Yeah,
we've got 2 nephews right now out in California.
Yep.
And they send back pictures of surfing and the beach. Okay. So we go on to our last news item, Nancy. And this is I have to throw, because I'm in the industry, I've got to throw a space story into the mix. So how many of you have been following the Mars Rover at all? I mean, it's an interesting story. No?
It's an incredible
and this accomplishment. It is. And this isn't the whole, obviously, these aren't all details, but it's a nice little overview. Mars Rover. Oops. Let me get to my Mars Rover here. This is the Mars Rover, if anyone doesn't know what the Mars Rover. Doesn't it look like that Disney movie?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the
Willy.
robot.
Not Willy. What the heck?
Oh yeah, Wally. Yes, it does.
I almost wonder if that's where they took the.
It does.
The theme.
I didn't really like that movie, but it did look like that. It does look like that.
And while I'm reading this, I'll show you this is a little bit of a breakdown if anyone's curious on what this thing looks like or what it does. This is coming down from space, lands on the planet, and then it's remote controlled from Earth.
Well, they had a diagram of where it needed to land, and it needed to land in the blue area, and there wasn't much blue area for it to land in. How did it accurately land?
I'm not sure how big that blue area is, but
yeah, I saw it on the internet. It didn't look very big, and they said it needed to. I don't know. You'd have to look it up.
Okay, so after completing its 7-month flight and landing flawlessly in a 3 billion year old Martian crater, so that's probably the blue area you're talking about, which scientists believe might once have been the site of a river delta.
Okay.
The NASA rover, known as Perseverance, has begun its investigation into the ultimate question: are we alone?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Do you think we're alone?
I would like to think we're alone.
See, I heard it once said.
I don't want to think that.
And I thought it was the greatest line. It says, "Boy, that would be the ultimate in." I'm gonna forget the word, but the ultimate in. Oh, I can't think of the word they use, but that we think that we're the only ones in this universe that exists. That there's so much space out there. Why can't there be living? It may not be the same as what we are, right? But why can't there be life?
It makes sense.
Yeah, I mean,
it does make sense.
And I thought they had said Mars was the closest to our air and Earth.
Yeah,
and all that kind of stuff.
I recently read that. I did not know that, and I recently read that it was similar to Earth.
It is very thin. It is very thin up there.
Yeah.
The vehicle, which is about the size of a Subaru Outback, is on a $3 billion mission to find out if primitive microbial life ever existed on Mars. It is equipped with instruments that include subsurface radar. See, I can look at these right here. Subsurface radar and a weather station, a helicopter, and 23 cameras. It's going to take years, but Perseverance eventually might answer the question of whether life as we know it could exist elsewhere. Should be interesting.
Very
For a mechanical device controlled remotely 38 million miles away, to go microbe hunting on another planet is pretty ambitious. As its predecessors did, the rover will be conducting reconnaissance of the planet's geology, along with transmitting measurements of temperature, wind, pressure, humidity, and dust size. And if you're into space at all or this kind of technology, there's a lot of stuff out there and a lot of videos out there.
Well, it's going to be fascinating to follow. They're going to get a lot of information. It's quite the incredible accomplishment.
It is. Definitely is. Let's see. Do we have any space fans out there? Let's check. Okay, so we've got Daniel Fields, who asked the question to Down Under Cruises: did the Mars rover beam from the USA get reported much down under? That's an interesting question.
Yeah.
If it's covered, you almost think it should be covered around the world.
Yeah, I would think
it doesn't always work that way.
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah.
Sean, you should feel good that Juma got a good night's sleep once.
She did. Good. It's terrible when you can't sleep well.
Let's see. It had 2 times 30-second segments, 2 times 30-second segments. We have much more important crap to report on Donald's impeachment.
Oh, God.
So 2 30-second segments is all he did on it.
Wow, that was it.
Yeah, I guess there is always breaking news over there in Australia, right?
Of course.
Hey, welcome in, Mark. Cruise World's here.
Cruise World.
Thank you for joining us. We just completed the news aspect, and then Nancy is going to take over and do unusual restaurants.
Oh, yeah. It's going to make me hungry.
Any other comments? Anyone else want to give any? Okay, guy who worked for, this is from Monarch Moments, guy who worked for NASA out here said the most difficult thing with manned space travel to Mars was radiation. I didn't hear that.
Oh, interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
Hellos, Roy and Becky said, have a great day. Got to go working.
Oh, thanks for joining us, Roy and Becky.
Back east.
Have a wonderful day.
So they get a long drive.
Where are they going?
It says, working on honey for the trek back east.
Oh.
How far, how much mileage you going to cover, Roy and Becky? And thank you for joining us. Okay. So, a quick reminder to anyone who just popped in. Before Nancy goes on to Unusual Restaurants, we have our live every Wednesday at 2 o'clock. And we're going to be trying to do everything once a weekend. Now, we used to do every other weekend. Me and Nancy do a live, and we did one this past Sunday, so we won't be doing one this Sunday. But I'm going to try and fill those voids with a couple other lives that I put together. And we have one coming up for the first time this Sunday at 4 o'clock, which is J&N Travels Sports Edition. Yeah. And it's going to be me and a co-host discussing a couple of topics. I think topics for this coming Sunday were, is Brady the GOAT or is he overrated? And the second one was, can the Lakers repeat in the NBA playoffs, NBA champions, and discuss basketball a little. So those are the 2 topics that we're going to be doing this Sunday. So hopefully some of you will join us if you're into sports at all. And welcome. Okay, they go from Roy and Becky go from Arizona to Indiana.
Oh wow! Have a safe travel.
I just scrolled on me. Yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
She's in this time of year too. You don't know what you're going to take on across.
Yeah, we'll think of you.
Carol, thank you for joining us.
Hi, Carol. Cocky Carol.
That's right. Good day. Hello, everyone. Hello from Carol to everyone. Okay, so we will move on, Nance, to...
Okay.
Let's change pictures here.
Oh.
And bring up...
I like this one. This one's one of my favorite ones. This first one gets me going here. So
okay, so we are now doing, Nancy's going to do unusual restaurants. Yes. And some of these may be near you. If you've been to any of these or heard of them,
let us know.
Give us your input.
Yeah.
Not that we're going to travel that far to do it, but go ahead.
No, the first one, I'd love to go to this one. This is in College Station, Texas. It's called Hobby Washbangers. I love that name. So it's only in Texas, folks. This perennial pack spot combines a state-of-the-art laundromat with a gourmet burger joint and craft beer bar. Everybody hates to do laundry, but this is very clever.
Yeah, it is.
Tote your whites and colors to the 80-machine washing room. Toss them in a high-efficiency washer. Then grab a seat in the dining room next door where you can chow down on oversized, juicy burgers like the Cajun, an andouille and Angus patty topped with pepper jack and fried crawfish. I'm getting hungry talking about this. And sip locally brewed suds. Don't worry about your laundry. A light board will let you know when it's time to transfer your clothes to the dryer.
Thank you,
what
Blaine.
A pleasant way to do laundry.
It is a great way to do it.
Sounds delicious.
Imagine doing your laundry and you sit down for a burger and a beer. And
I know. It's like, hey, you want to do your laundry every day.
Is that one done?
Yeah, that sounds cool. Hobby Washbangers. Okay, this one. Yeah, I'm having a heart attack just thinking about the menu
This
here.
is a daylight show. I did this one. You should have seen the other picture they had for this place.
Look at this one. So this one's called, it's in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's called the Heart Attack Grill. Leave it to Vegas to host this over-the-top restaurant where waitresses dress up as nurses and the kitchen serves the most unhealthy, heart attack-inducing food you can possibly imagine. Customers don hospital gowns as they await towering loaded burgers that range from single bypass one patty, various strips of bacon to an awe-inspiring octable bypass. 8 patties, 40 strips of bacon. Fries are cooked unsurprisingly in pure lard, and shots are served in those little plastic prescription full containers. I think this is clever. Customers weighing over 350 pounds eat for free. And if you dine here regularly, that goal becomes very attainable.
So if you weigh over 350 pounds, you get to eat for free.
Oh, my God. I thought they'd give you, free medical services if you had a heart attack. If you have a heart attack, it's all covered by the restaurant. Oh, gosh, that's pretty clever, though. All right, this next one's in Chicago, Illinois.
This is Papa Moses' neck of the woods, huh?
Neck of the woods. So, Papa Moses, have you ever been to the Safe House? So, for 50 years, Midwesterners have flocked to Milwaukee's Safe House, a spy-themed bar and restaurant that serves cocktails inspired by well-known secret agents and requires a password. If you don't have the password, you must complete an outlandish clearance test, like waddling like a penguin for 30 seconds for entry into the restaurant. That's funny. The immersive experience opened a second location in the Windy City, where would-be spies turn down an alleyway, enter under a sign that reads International Exports Ltd., and drink and dine under decor made of espionage artifacts like the flight deck of a World War II era spy plane and a piece of the Berlin Wall. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, so far they all sound kind of neat.
Yeah. All right, this is in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And it's called Mad Rex.
Yeah, I think this is supposed to be a spoof like on Mad Max.
Okay, I don't know Mad Max, so I'm not clear on this one.
And the Earth was kind of wiped out.
Oh, so this says in a post-apocalyptic world, dining options would surely be limited to canned goods, but at this Fishtown restaurant, the end of the world is a far more flavorful affair. The decor could be called scorched earth chic and cocktails, served in tin cans, continue the theme. Hearty portions like a 14-ounce New York strip sounds delicious. Our sizable tableside on hot lava rocks. At the bar, you'll find a list of specialty drinks such as the Vigilante and the Flamethrower. There are beers on draft and in cans and bottles, an extensive wine menu with varieties available by the glass or bottle. Right?
I'd like to say hello to Family Travel Excursions.
Oh,
we just
hello,
dropped
Family
in.
Travel.
Thank you for joining us. We are now doing unusual restaurants in the U.S. If anyone has heard of these events, throw some input in the chat, please.
Oh, another one from Texas, San Antonio, Texas, Magic Time Machine. Anything goes at the San Antonio Classic Open. Since 1973, the theme is broad, embracing everything from Marvel Comics to Pirates of the Caribbean, and the dining room is a hodgepodge of seating areas. This includes the attic, tiki hut, and even an old refrigerator. Servers has dressed as all kinds of characters, including Spider-Man, Robin Hood, Jack Sparrow, and more. Grown-ups will enjoy the post-10 p.m. saloon featuring a full bar and live music. I'd like that.
With the old car, I think they use that for the buffet. Is that the end of that one?
Yeah,
I thought
I'd
they had
like
another.
this one.
Oh yeah, here's the other picture. That's the same place. That's a Magic Machine. So there's your characters.
Oh yeah, I'd like the characters.
I don't know how they get away with doing that without violating some kind of copyright laws or something.
Yeah, interesting. I don't know.
So they're all Disney.
Yeah, because it's
all Disney products. They must have a deal with Disney.
Yeah.
Or maybe someone can tell me. Maybe Disney owns it. Where is that located?
San Antonio, Texas.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, our friend who loves railroads with trains, he would love this.
We have a friend here, but there's someone on the chat. I was talking to on another chat that really is into trains. I can't remember who that was.
Yeah, our friend's husband is really, really into trains. He'd love this. This is in Kansas City, Missouri. It's called Fritz Railroad Restaurant. This railroad-themed restaurant with a second location in Kansas City, Kansas, has been delighting diners since it opened in Kansas City in the mid-'60s. Cherry red vinyl booth is surrounded by railroad memorabilia like wooden train sets and crossroad signs. Visitors order tried and true burgers, crinkle-cut fries, and thick milkshakes, then wait for a ceiling-mounted train, I like this, that runs on tracks to deliver the order right to the table. It's an old-fashioned good time that kids, in particular, are sure to love. I remember when we took a train down to down the Cape. It was a short train ride.
That was fun, right along the canal.
Yeah, it was really nice. And our kids were sitting in a booth and they were eating, I think they were eating candy. We ordered them a soda or something.
We went on on Lake George, we went on the boat ride. The most exciting part, it was really nice to the band. They had great scenery.
Yeah.
The most exciting part was because we bought them either soda or something.
Yeah.
I remember on this train, this whole train ride, Swedish fish and pretzels.
Yeah.
And that's what made the whole trip.
They might have had a soda too, but I remember we got a cute picture of Johnny and Andy and Bert sitting at on the stools, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to dig, because of course those were pre-digitals, trying to dig that stuff up, and unfortunately those would be great to.
Yeah.
And this reminds me too. You read that they drive the train around the ceiling, bring the stuff. Doesn't it remind you of the was it Yankee Candle we went to?
Well, that's what I envisioned. Yeah, I envisioned that when I was reading it. Yeah.
Same thing. Yeah. Okay, this is an interesting place.
Oh yeah, this is really interesting one here. New York City Ninja. Ninja is like a full experience ride. Upon entry, your waiter dressed like a ninja asks you to pick up one of the 2 paths to your table. Simple or dangerous, and with that, the scene is set. Ninja is decorated like a mountain village, complete with gorgeous tunnels and drawbridges. You will be entertained throughout dinner with magic tricks and elaborately displayed dishes. Be careful, though. Your ninja waiter might try to kill you as you chow down. Be sure to escape at the end of the night before being caught.
I guess the words of the wise is make sure you tip a lot, right?
I guess so. Oh.
This is a weird one.
I would not want to go to this one. Los Angeles, San Francisco, San Diego, New York City, and Dallas all has these restaurants that are called Opaque. This is a restaurant about your senses. More specifically, it focuses on removing one of them completely. Opaque is a pitch black restaurant, so your attention is fixed solely on your other senses, like taste, smell, and feel. Hope you don't have COVID. You wouldn't be able to taste and smell.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter, right?
You'd be able to feel, though. Visually impaired waiters guide you to your table, so no light is necessary at the restaurant. And unlike most of the other restaurants on this list, they focus on making a great food experience as well. Well, you just don't know what you're eating. No,
I guess you order before you go in on a limited menu, and then they serve it. But
so you're able to see what you're getting. Well, what you're ordering.
What you're ordering.
You can see what you're ordering, but you don't know if it tastes.
I know.
I don't know.
I definitely wouldn't go there, but it's an interesting premise, isn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't go there either. All right. This is an interesting one. New York City Jekyll and Hyde Club. The Jekyll and Hyde Club is exactly what you imagine. It is an English Gothic restaurant based on Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, complete with animatronic ghouls. Watch out as you're heading to the bathroom. Crazy men in capes may jump out at you. I'd be scared to death. I don't like people jumping out at me. It's all part of the full dining experience, along with wacky characters wandering the aisles and voices from the spirit world talking to you at dinner. I wouldn't mind this except for people jumping out at me.
Well, can you imagine you have to go to the bathroom really bad? You go to the bathroom, someone jumps out at you. I wonder how many people didn't make it into the bathroom, right? Boo! Ah!
Yeah, there might be a lot of accidents. Oh, I'm not a big sci-fi fan, but for all you sci-fi fans, this restaurant, the SciFi Diner in Dine-In in Orlando, it's located inside Disney's Hollywood Studios theme park. The indoor restaurant is designed to look and feel like you are at an old-fashioned drive-in movie theater. Enjoy old sci-fi movie clips shown on the big screen. It doesn't seem too bad.
Well, you've seen this.
I did.
We've never eaten here, but
we did go in here. Yes.
I thought this was a great place.
Yeah.
You walk into this is all indoors. This picture. You walk into a building, and those are to look like cars with a little table.
Yeah, we got some good pictures. We just didn't eat here. Yeah.
And we actually stayed in the back just to look, and they ran the whole clip of. On the screen, remember? We watched that. It was just old-fashioned clips.
Yeah, I mean, I don't recall that, but I do recall being in there, yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't mind going there. We don't eat in the parks. If we're going to eat, because it wastes too much time, we do quick stuff when we're on the park days, and then if we go to a restaurant like Chef Mickey's or the Polynesian, we do it on days when we're not doing the park. I know, Danny. What days don't you do the park? That's the question.
Okay, so Newport, Rhode Island, which is one of our favorite places. We've been there many times. Well, we've never been to the White Horse Tavern. A little off the beaten path, but definitely worth the visit if you're in the area. This is the oldest restaurant in America, built in 1673, and among the oldest restaurants in the world. Okay.
Yeah, we think we figured out your parents had eaten there.
Yeah.
We brought them there once.
Yeah.
We're not sure if that was
we've visited Newport many times. Okay, one of my favorite places, San Francisco. I love San Francisco, especially Fisherman's Wharf. San Francisco, California, the Tonga Room, located below the Fairmont Hotel, the circa 1945 tropical lounge. The Tonga Room is a remarkably intact vision of mid-century tiki culture. The Island Groove Band performs on the lagoon on a moving island raft platform, and every half hour there's an indoor thunderstorm. The Tonga Room serves Pacific Rim cuisine and tropical cocktails served in tiki vessels. Okay. Sounds good to me.
Hold on a second. Kathy Mills, check out Farrell's Ice Cream Parlor restaurant in California.
Ooh.
First job was a waitress since 1976 in Charlotte. Closed years ago. Old-fashioned barbershop, colored decor, extensive candy store area, huge desserts. That'd be cool.
That sounds delish. Yum. Like to get back out to California too.
I would just get out of the state.
I know. I'm really antsy for a vacation. Okay. This one is our backdrop, and yes. I don't know if Sherry Awesome has probably heard of this. I don't know if she's been to it, but this is in Richland, Missouri.
That's with that backdrop.
It's the cave. The cave is the nation.
Does it look like we're in the cave? Do we fool anyone?
This is really cool. Someone really had a good idea with this one. So this is the cave, and it's the nation's only restaurant located, and you guessed it, a cave, serving American steakhouse and seafood and Italian fare. The space may not get much natural light, but it has waterfalls, fish ponds, and even a view of the Gasconade River. The space began as a natural cave that served as a dance hall in the 1920s, situated 3 stories up on a limestone bluff at a campground, and visitors can still rent cabins. Back then, it was not spacious enough for the 225 to dine as it is today. The rest was carved and blasted out over the course of 4 years.
So that's a good question, Sherry. Have you been? Is this anywhere near you? What part of Missouri? Richland? I don't know if Richland's near. I had seen a video that I think they had something like this down in Mexico. I didn't realize it was one in the U.S. till we did this research.
No, I didn't know that.
But yeah, it looks like fun.
Yeah, it does. I would like to eat here. Okay. San Francisco Bay, California. Love San Francisco. I've only been there once, but I loved it. Forbes Island. Forbes is a floating island in Sea Lion Harbor with views of Alcatraz and nearby sunbathing sea lions. The restaurant serves as American fine dining menu and underwater dining rooms, and it also has an underwater bar. That's really cool. This was originally built in 1975 by millionaire Captain Forbes Thor Kiddu as a private floating home. See what you can do if you're a millionaire. Things you can do when you're a millionaire.
Yeah.
Forbes is constructed from concrete, rock, sand, and topsoil, and has a 45-foot lighthouse. Oh, well, that sounds beautiful. And that's the picture there in front of us, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty.
It says underwater viewing, though, right?
Yeah, it did. It says the restaurant serves an American fine dining menu and underwater dining.
So he built that as his home.
And it also has an underwater bar.
Yeah. So he built it as his home, and now it's a restaurant. Does he still own it? Does it say? Or?
It doesn't say. It just says this was originally built in 1975 by millionaire Captain Forbes as a private floating home. Huh.
Oh, we've got Carol backs up Kathy on Farrell's.
Oh, really?
That was closed down years ago, though. So there must be a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Must be a franchise or something.
Makes me want ice cream.
Yeah, that's really not that time of year.
I know.
I can do without ice cream. I
can go for some. Okay, Lakewood, Colorado, Casa Bonita. For almost 4 decades, Casa Bonita has been one of Colorado's best-known restaurants, famous for its live show of Acapulco-style cliff divers, as well as strolling musicians, an arcade, and a portrait studio. If this sounds familiar, it's also known to South Park fans as Catman's favorite restaurant. As for the food, it's Mexican with all-you-can-eat dinner option, including their popular, I can't say that word very well, sopalillas with honey. Somebody can correct me.
Where's the word?
Right here.
Sopapillas. Huh.
Yeah, with honey. I don't know what those are. This restaurant is more than 52,000 feet, seating 1,000 diners. Whatever it is, it's served with honey. And they're popular. Sopapillas. I don't know how to say it.
Okay. Welcome in, Brian, NASCAR fan 22, our neighbor. Thank you for coming in. Daniel Field says he had a Farrell's too.
Oh, wow.
San Francisco.
Jeez, I'm missing out. I didn't go there when I
closed years ago as well. So I wonder if the whole,
yeah.
I'll have to do a search on that and see if, unless someone has.
It was located in San Francisco.
I wonder if there are any that are still open.
It was located in San Francisco?
Well, it sounds like there's more than one.
Okay, I've been to San Francisco, but it was many, many years ago. We went to Ghirardelli Square. We ate at a restaurant there. I don't know the name of the restaurant, but yeah, I don't remember seeing or hearing about something like that. That ice cream place.
Let's see. I'm curious now. Farrell's Ice Cream Parlor.
Is it in Ghirardelli Square?
It says.
I'm curious too.
Where is it from? Wikipedia. Let's see. It was an American ice cream parlor and sandwich chain founded in Portland, Oregon in '63. Really? The chain became defunct following the closure of its last location in Bray, California, 2019. Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
I wonder how many of these were at its peak. I won't read through the whole thing now, but it is closed now.
Oh, sounds like it was a great place to get ice cream.
Well, not good enough to stay open.
No.
Okay.
Well.
Let's see. Then Kathy Mills compared to these, but grandchildren love Disney's Rainforest Cafe. About as out there as I ever visited. Yeah, the team compared to it.
We love the Rainforest Cafe.
We went there once, again, for I think it was someone's birthday, but they have, if you haven't been down there lately, there's a T-Rex place now. So it's, picture the Rainforest Cafe, but with dinosaurs. The whole theme's dinosaurs.
That's cool, too.
And they have.
I thought the food was good. You thought it was okay. But,
yeah, it was okay.
But I liked it. And that was hilarious. So you had all these coupons.
We ate there for about
44 cents.
I thought it was 17 cents.
I don't know. It was very minimal. I was laughing so hard when you presented all these coupons and it came to such a minimal amount of. It was a matter of cents.
What was it? It was one of those
for four of us. For four of us.
Right. It was an online survey.
It was
and
hilarious.
I earned it for four. And we went down there and we basically, I think the bill for the four of us for lunch was over $100.
It was, and then it came down to, I don't know why I remember 44 cents, but 44 cents come to mind, but it was just pennies.
Yeah, so it was an experience. And they had I don't know what they do in the T-Rex one, but the Rainforest had their thunderstorms. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, they did, yeah.
I think they're fried pastry dusted. I think they are fried. Okay, this is what you must have read. I think they are fried pastry dusted in powdered sugar. That's from Carol.
Oh, the sopapillas, how I say
that?
Oh, okay. Fried pastry dusted.
Kind of like a bing.
Oh, okay. Go. Thank you for explaining that. I didn't know what they were. It said with honey. I would like it. Yeah, it sounds good.
Kathy did not realize the last location had closed. Well, I didn't either until I looked it up.
Yeah.
And I didn't even realize the thing existed.
No, I didn't.
It's funny how some of these things people remember and they're very popular and you wonder why they went away.
Yeah. Oh, you don't know.
Hey, Larry. Thank you for dropping in.
Larry.
Larry popping in from Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Brian loves the sci-fi theater at Disney.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're talking about that. I liked it too because I love the whole drive. We still have a drive-in. I don't know how many of you cross country do, but because they've closed down left and right. But we have a drive-in about 40 minutes from us.
40 minutes from us, yeah.
And we try to go once a year. I think it's more for nostalgia than anything else because why do you want to sit there in humid weather and your windows open, you get bitten, windows are closed, you get roasted to death.
I think the last movie we saw there was Pirates of the Caribbean, the second.
No, we've seen ones more recent, but
really?
They finally upgraded the camera.
Oh, yes, that's right.
We haven't been there since they upgraded the camera.
It was dark. Well, the movie Pirates of the Caribbean was dark.
Anything with a dark movie wouldn't come out that clear. Let's see. Oh, man, it's just hello, say hello. What if they're cutting trees outside or not?
Yeah, sounds like.
We're going to have a tree across our driveway. All right.
Well, it's a good day to do it. It's warm and sunny.
Welcome in Us Never Them. We're just going through unusual restaurants in the U.S. Sorry, Larry, none in Canada, at least that I found.
No.
If anyone has been to any of these or has a weird restaurant they've been to, throw it out there.
Yeah, this one sounds interesting. New York, Mars 2112. The Mars 2112 is an outer space themed dining institution in the Times Square area. Theme touches include costumed alien hosts, Martian red lighting, otherworldly name and presented cuisines such as Starfield salmon and Clothianum pork chops. It has cocktails as well as Crystal Crater, a window to Mars.
Oh, thank you very much, Carol, for joining us.
Bye, Carol.
Have a good day. So that was the Mars one?
Yeah, that was the Mars one. Hey, maybe we can someday really eat on Mars.
Yeah, I know. After our earlier news story.
I know.
That could be a thing in the future.
Yeah. What is this?
This place, I actually tried going here numerous times when I was single. Yeah.
All right, I'll read it.
This is the next one.
All right, this one's called 9 U.S. Cities. It's located.
No, that's for location.
It's located in 9 U.S. cities, and it's called Dick's Last Resort, and I never heard of it. The theme at Dick's is being a rude person. The Dick's wait staff earns their living by being jerks to customers, and the patrons are encouraged to give them attitude right back. Oh my God, it sounds hilarious. If this sounds like your cup of tea, head to one in Vegas, Chicago, Boston, San Diego, San Antonio, Baltimore, Dallas, Myrtle Beach, or Gatlinburg. Slap on a paper prophylactic hat with an insult scrawled on it and grab for a fried catfish or a brisket sandwich. Oh my God, that sounds like it would be a blast. There's one in Boston. Wow.
I think, and Brian, NASCAR, you probably have heard of this also. I think they had one and then it was relocated to Faneuil Hall in Boston.
Oh, okay.
If any of you have been to Boston. Heard of it. And I'm pretty sure it's still open.
Oh.
But we never made it there. We kept trying to do it and then something would come up and we never made it.
No.
So, and I probably won't make it at this point.
No.
The other theme restaurants now will be on some nice warm area that we visited. I was going to say,
it's not worth a trip to Boston. Yeah. Right. That's funny though. It's very clever. Some people really have some good ideas as to how to draw people into restaurants. That's
Larry has been, let's see, Kathy, she's been to Dick's and Myrtle Beach.
Oh, really?
They are pretty crass. So did you enjoy it? I mean, that's one of the things, like, we've shied away from, what is the one in Disney where they pretend it's your kitchen and the waiter?
Oh, yeah, my mother's.
No.
Oh,
the server is either a cousin or
it's
and they make you eat your vegetables on.
Yes, because we have friends that went to that.
Some diner, maybe.
My mother's diner. I'm not sure.
Someone out there, I'm sure, knows it.
Yeah, but we had friends that went there and they thought it was great.
They liked it, and I always thought, why sit at a table and basically it doesn't seem that cool to me, but. I'm wondering how the Dick's place was that she went to. Did you enjoy it? Yeah, Brian loves Faneuil. Let's see.
Oh, Brian likes Faneuil.
So Larry has a restaurant like that in Vancouver.
Oh, do you?
I'm curious. So you're the only one that seems to have been there, Kathy. Did you enjoy it, or was it over the top too much? Brian loves Faneuil.
I'm going to see if I'll be right back. I'm curious as what they're doing up there.
Well, you got to read the next one, so don't take too long.
I won't take too long.
It's okay if I guess that's it. You got to go in with that right attitude. Mark, thanks for joining us. Have a good day. Let's see. Okay, she was Kathy. I was with my teenage son, and the comments were along the line of being, oh, geez, much worse. So you have things. Yeah, to me, that's crossing the line, though. Boy, you think they could have come up with better shots than that, I guess. I'm buying that. So the next one.
Yeah, they're cutting down trees.
I wanted to do that one in a drive.
Oh, that's what I wanted to know.
But they might be going right down. We have a.
We're wondering if they were going to cut down a tree that was tagged to be cut down, and that's why I was wondering. But they're not they're not there yet. I wonder if they will be.
I don't know how good a signal you people are seeing, but the thrilling news we have is finally, after 3 years on the waiting list, it looks like we're going to have our internet upgrade from 15 megabytes to 50 or 100 in less than 2 weeks. So
That's exciting.
We are absolutely thrilled with that.
Yes.
Okay, you want to read the next one?
Okay, next one is, this sounds good. Colorado Springs, Colorado, the airplane restaurant. Frequent travelers might argue that it's hard to get a decent meal on a plane, but the airplane restaurant would beg to differ. Some lucky patrons get to eat inside the restaurant's centerpiece, a real Boeing KC-97 tanker that mainly refueled other planes, and there are different kinds of aviation memorabilia and plane models throughout the attached terminal. Enjoy steak, sandwiches, and seafood while quenching your thirst with in-flight beverages, soda or tea, or themed cocktails. Sounds pleasurable.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not as themey as some of these other ones.
Yeah.
But, so you're on the last one, are you?
I believe so. This is the last one. I'm getting hungry. I'm glad I'm on the last one. It's making me hungry here. New York and Los Angeles. Beetle House. Beetle House gives the Jekyll and Hyde Club some friendly competition when it comes to spooky themes, but this time there's a decidedly Tim Burton twist, especially plenty of Beetlejuice nods like purple and black everything, plus costume performers dressed up like Willy Wonka, Edward Scissorhands, and a motley array of sword swallowers, fire eaters, magicians, psychics, mentalists, sideshow acts, contortionists, impersonators, and many more. This food doesn't let up on the theme with choices including frankenfries, willy wings, and linguine Todd. That sounds like my cup of tea.
It almost sounds like the show alone is worth it, right?
There's a lot there. Yeah, I would definitely like that.
And that's your final one?
I hope that didn't make you all too hungry talking about all of that food.
Well, themey. So, okay, I guess that's it for our news, and that's it for our restaurants. A reminder, next Wednesday we'll be here live at 2 o'clock again. And this Sunday, anyone that likes sports at all or wants to just see how we handle our first live, I will be with a different host, Nancy Work Sunday. Yeah. So, and we'll be talking sports, J&N Travels Sports Edition. The two things we're going to touch on is Tom Brady, is he the GOAT or is he overrated? And LA Lakers, will they repeat? And a little bit of basketball talk. So please join us at 4 o'clock this Sunday. Come by and say hi. Anything else, Nance?
To our moderators out there again. We had some moderators in the house.
Oh, I don't know if I caught Heather. I'm assuming this is Heather in the house. Asamoah, thank you for joining us.
Hi, Heather.
And B and O.
Okay.
So hello to both of them. Okay. I don't know, Larry. You came in Larry says he's not a sportsman. You came in second place in the pool we ran, so right behind Darian.
Oh.
So I think you can hold your own, Larry. So everyone have a great week, and hopefully we'll see some of you on Sunday.
Right. And remember, stay young, have fun.
Bye. Everyone.